Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be taking a look at a game based off a YouTuber that's actually good. This YouTuber in mind would be the Angry Video Game Nerd, a YouTuber I used to watch a lot in middle school when I was younger, and I still sometimes even watch now. Now, if you don't know who the Angry Video Game Nerd is, or James Rolfe for that matter, well, he plays a character. Well, he's an angry video game nerd, that's all you really need to know. He plays really shitty games, and he explains why they're shit, you know, in a very comedic format. There's these skit-like moments that happen. It's just a really memorable series. It's such a good one. I recommend anyone to watch it if you haven't already. It's just super funny.
Bart's my ass and Krusty's my balls. Fuck this shit, now I'm gonna eat my own shorts.
Now with that all out of the way, I think we should just get into it. The Angry Video Game Nerd game was published and made by Freak Zone Games. Are not really known for much other than the Angry Video Game Nerd games. They have made games like Manos, Awesome Land, if you ever heard of those, I'm not sure. But originally, the Angry Video Game Nerd game came out in September of 2013. A lot of people liked it, but many said it was too challenging because originally the game had a lot of death blocks, which made the game super frustrating for many, but a lot of people called these off because it was a game based off the Angry Video Game Nerd. It felt very ironic. So they did still make a sequel, which I heard was much improved over the original, and they remade both games as a deluxe pack on the current gen consoles. But yeah, that's going to be the one I'm going to be taking a look at, the remastered version of the first one, the definitive edition. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. The story begins with a nerd playing shitty games with his friends, and after that he gets pulled into the game. The tutorial is just so much fun to play through just because of the dialogue alone, honestly. And the gameplay itself feels really fluid and smooth. I really like it, and you can tell it kind of takes notes from games like Castlevania, Mega Man, that style. Not games I'm very fond of, but I still came to enjoy this game a lot. The power-ups are really entertaining too. You got some really funny ones, like Super Mecha Death Christ and the Glitch Goblin. I thought these were really cool because, I mean, they're actually from the Angry Video Game Nerd series. They're not just some random fill-ins. One other thing that just makes this game so much fun is, other than the dialogue, it's the environments and the levels themselves. I mean, you got some interesting level themes here, but it's mostly just, you know, the environments alone. You got these birds shitting themselves, or you got these reindeer shitting themselves. You got Santa himself that you have to fight, and once you beat him, you can ride him down a snow hill. And after that, you can find, like, a fucking huge-ass shark, I guess Jaws, I don't really know. And you get to ride him in lava, he shoots lasers, it's just so cool. The dialogue, too, of course, is just so much fun to, you know, listen to, or look at, I guess, whatever you want to call it. It's just full of that Angry Video Game Nerd series humor that, you know, you're used to if you watch it. It's just really cool. It's a great homage, in my opinion. Now, the levels themselves, though, are really cool, like the actual worlds. You got this Castlevania-like level, you got generic snow level, a fantasy world, you got literal hell, you got a demonic Candyland. I mean, you have pretty much everything here. You also got I don't want to get my channel deleted level. Great. Otherwise known as Atari Pool. One thing all these levels and the whole game in general share in common is a kick-ass soundtrack. I love it. It's made by Screen Wave Games. They don't really make anything else other than this. All I do know is that it's a really good soundtrack. Now, another neat thing you have is multiple playable characters. It's really cool, honestly, because all characters have their own abilities. You got the skeleton who can shoot through walls. Also based on the composer of the Angry Video Game Nerd intro, which I found really cool. You got Mike, who can use lightsabers. Then you got the Bullshit Man from the You Know What's Bullshit Cinemassacre series. I found that really cool that they added him in. Does a ton of damage, but he can't jump for shit. That's the only thing. No pun intended. After you beat the 8 levels the game gives to you at first, you get one final world, the final, you know, level of the game, the real ordeal. It throws everything at you that you've already seen, pretty much. I mean, you got the Hell Shark, you got everything, you got rainbows, it's everything there, pretty much. You got the Silver Surfer board, and after all that, the final boss of the game, get this, it's the creator of the game. No kidding. It's an awesome final boss fight, too. All you gotta really do is learn the pattern, and you'll get on it, you know. I had to do it 3 times though, because the first time, obviously I was beating the game, but the game crashed at the credits, so I had to redo it just to see how the credits were. I wanted to see how the story ended. And then the 3rd time was for the recording of this video. So yeah, that was pretty fun. I'm not too great, but I played at the normal difficulty setting. This is pretty much how the developer intended the game to be, as it says. You know, you can change the difficulty as whatever you want. How the original game was, you could do it to super hard mode, you could do it super easy, whatever you want. There's so much customization, that's what I like about it. But after that, you got collectibles you can go after. There's these nerd letters. It's kind of like Donkey Kong Country with the K-O-N-G letters, you know? And then after that, you can find the shit pickles in every level. There's this cool Easter egg where you can find the future nerd of every level after you beat the game. He'll give you some cool power-up or something. But yeah, I mean, that's about it after that. I mean, after you get all the collectibles, that's all the game is, really. 9 levels, a bunch of collectibles. But honestly, I think it's a great one. The gameplay is fluid, the dialogue's funny, just like any angry video game nerd episode. The Easter eggs are super cool too. I mean, there's this one where you can literally go down a ladder and you find literal hell. It's awesome. It's just a great game with a ton of things to discover and such a limited, you know, playthrough. It only took me an hour to beat the game and I got more enjoyment out of it than some like 18-hour game, you know. There's just so much to talk about with this game, but I kind of wanted to cut it a bit short here because I don't want to go too far. I want you guys to experience it yourself. But yeah, if I had to give this game a score, I would give this game a 9 out of 10. You should go play this game right now. It's on Steam, it's on Xbox One, it's on PS4, and it's on Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's on every current gen platform right now. If you want to play the old version, you could probably find that somewhere online. You could play it on 3DS, and you could play it on Wii U if you still have that. But they did actually make a sequel to this game, and I heard it's a lot better than the original. So I hope to take a look at that later down the line, but I already have a plan for a next video, so don't expect it anytime soon. Anyways, that's about it for this review. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later.
There's Cat's Eye, you're gonna be sure, safe and secure. It's the last rites for those pests. It's Cat's Eye, call the best of the best to get rid of your pests.